Uh, this is me, Tyler. I write a blog, somewhat kinda, and this is my first video. I don't know how well it's gonna go. I need to sink in to the fact that I should make videos, because, I've always kind of like wanted to do it, but I think maybe I'm too scared. You could probably tell by the way I'm acting right now, but I'll probably say but a lot. I already noticed that. But anyways, I just thought, hey, I should make a video, and I don't know what else. I'm gonna try and start making videos. And I'm kind of excited and I'm kind of nervous. But I think it'll get better. Anyways, I had a topic for my video today, and also I'm gonna be playing The Binding of Isaac. Rebirth? Is the name? Rebirth. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be playing let me restart. I'm gonna do a new game. I'm not gonna do voiceover commentary because I'm just starting this out. I don't feel like doing that. I'll probably do that in the future. I also just bought this game, by the way. Anyways, today I'm going to be talking about something I was going to actually write about, but I've kind of been having writer's block lately, so I thought, you know what better way to do that than maybe try and just talk about it? Because I've had ideas in my head that I've just talked to people about, and sometimes it's just easier to get out in your head. I'm sure you know how that is. But anyways, I digress. My topic, I've been skirting around that the whole time. I was going to talk about VR games today. Special sort of ideas I have for VR games that I just think would be cool to see. Um, Personally, I use PlayStation VR, which is an incredible platform. It works incredibly well, for what it is, at least. It works very well for what it is. The Oculus I have tried. I have tried the Vive, and, people might flame me, but they are better. For sure. They have a lot more pros. But for the price point, I feel like the PlayStation VR is probably maybe, I don't want to say your best option, but it is an incredible product, and I highly recommend it to anyone, if you can get over the fact that it's still pricey, even though it's cheaper than the others. Anyways, I had a few ideas, so let me get into those. My first idea was sort of a fencing sword fight, like a sword duel sort of game, which I think would be cool. I actually have another game. Sorry, I think I tapped my mic. Um, I also have another one on this list that's sort of like this, but a little different. You'll see. But I thought a fencing game would be incredible because, I mean, can you imagine like going 1v1, like mano a mano online with another person who's using a PlayStation Move controller, and Oculus Touch or the Vive motion controllers for that matter, whatever it is. This isn't limited to PSVR, even though that's the platform I use. Just VR in general. And honestly, if any of these have been used or already are ideas that are being developed on, excuse me, but also if you're developing on these, I love you guys because these are really cool ideas to me. Uh, okay, so yeah, what I was saying is shit. Okay, I was saying that I think a fencing VR would be incredible because, like, picture using your motion controller and having like a realistic sort of like more realistic than most combat can get, considering the fact that you're using like accurate like accurate motion controls using like the what sensors. See, I know the PlayStation VR uses a light tracking camera. The camera tracks the light. But I think Oculus and Vive use infrared lasers, something like that. I can't remember. But anyways, yeah, I just think it's a cool idea, and it'd be really cool to just see that play out. I'm excited because there's a lot of things happening in VR, and I highly, God damn it, I highly doubt that that won't be worked on. I can really see that happening. Okay, well, my second idea, which actually came from a Reddit user I saw named Modern Mystery. This isn't my idea. Sorry, I said these are all my ideas. But Modern Mystery had an incredible idea. I can't remember which thread he was talking about it in, but he was talking about a Harry Potter sort of game, like a spell casting. And honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Harry Potter. You can be upset with me all you want. I'd understand because I know everyone loves Harry Potter, but I'm not the biggest fan of Harry Potter, but I can like respect the what am I trying to say? It's really cool. It's a cool universe from what I've seen, and I think it's more the fact that there's a lot of movies and I just never got around to it. But I was thinking in the same vein of the Batman Arkham VR game I've played, where it's sort of a small storyline, which I wish they'd make it bigger. I wish they'd add on or make a full game rather than a smaller short game for 20 bucks, like Batman. But even if it was like that, I just picture a sort of like a almost a I don't want to say tech demo because that's not what people want and that's not what I want, but that's just what I can picture right now from PSVR. Anyways, I see like the story of Harry, and sorry if I butcher this because I don't know the story, but like just like going to wizard school, learning spells, using your move controller, and not all of these are going to be like m- game ideas that I have that use move controllers. But I was thinking that would be so cool to be able to cast spells from your wand and have to do certain motions to pull off a spell and just like I don't know. It sounded cool to me. So thank you, Modern Mystery, for putting that in my head because now I'm too excited for something like that to happen. But also, I'm worried that it won't because I'm really excited for that idea. Okay, well, my third idea that that's the only idea I got from anyone else, but this third idea was really cool, and I'm sure a lot of people have had it. I was thinking of a sort of Western duel, like I was saying with fencing. I had a few like ideas like this. Um, with a shootout, I was thinking sort of like the turn your backs, turn around, and aim your pistol, and whoever gets shot first loses, obviously because they're dead. But I just thought that would be such a cool idea. And again, with like these fencing and this Western shootout idea, I was thinking, to give the game a bit of longevity, add different things. Like I've played Eve Valkyrie on VR and add different things in terms of like the multiplayer aspect, add customization options, add different swords for fencing or, fencing was just the basic idea. It could go to like sword battles or jousting, just crazy stuff like that. Sounds fun to me. Uh, and I feel like a lot of other people would love that. But, add different revolvers, add different clothing pieces, just for cosmetics, which is something people seem to love. Take TF2 or Overwatch, for example. People love that shit. They eat it up. But yeah, that's something that could really work in VR, and I'd be surprised if I didn't see it within the next few years. Okay, so my fourth idea was a bit different, and maybe hasn't had a lot of people. Maybe a lot of people haven't thought of this one. The first few were kind of. I could see people thinking about those and thinking, "Hey, that'd be a cool idea." My third one, I'm thinking more in terms of the, if you know the, what are they? Like the top-down racing games. I think it's called Real World Racing is one of them. And I love those games. I mean, well, okay, I can't say I love them because I can't remember the names of them, but I'm not a big on racing games like sort of person, but I definitely the times I've played those, I love those more than lots of the others. So I was thinking maybe a RC car because I know my brother is into RC car racing and he's told me about this that they have a sort of box that people sit in or stand in and they have these RC car races on a track outside the box where people will put their cars and they'll have races and everyone will watch. I was thinking some sort of VR like it's nothing crazy, but like looking at it from a bird's eye view and being able to look around or maybe stand in that box that I mentioned. Stuff like that. Like, I don't know, that'd be so cool to me. That sounds really interesting. And I hope someone does something about it. I know there's a lot of games that are getting VR, even though I'd say honestly they don't really need VR. Like I think and I think a lot of people like this game, so don't get upset with me, but Res Infinite, it's more like a third person sort of not even sure what you'd call it. It's like a on-rail shooter. Sorry, that was my ringtone. It's kind of like an on-rail shooter, and I don't know, it's interesting, but it's kind of I'm not sure how much I like it, I can say. I don't know. Anyways, I think that would be a great idea to have sorry, this boss fight. I think that'd be a great idea to have like a top-down RC game or racing game in general. It doesn't have to be RC, but RC just seems like it fit the most. Okay. Well, okay, this is my last idea, and I was actually talking with a few friends about this, and we sort of came up with the idea together how cool it would be because Google Maps has recently released a VR mode for use, and it's not on PlayStation VR, and I actually haven't used it, but I've seen it been used online, and it's incredible. You can go where you want in the world and see it from your own perspective, which I technology, it's insane, it's crazy how far we can go that I can visit Singapore by putting on a headset. You know, not actually, of course, but it's just that's incredible to me that we can do that. Sorry, I'm gushing about how much I like this whole VR sort of phenomenon, even if it dies out. I don't know. I love it. It's great. But my last idea was more of an app and less of a game where you are able to view the like roller coasters around the world, like Six Flags. They make because I'm pretty sure they do have VR video or not VR. Maybe they might have some VR videos of roller coasters. I know they have like 3D generated roller coaster games that people have made, which are awesome. Like I've played the Until Dawn Rush of Blood shooter game. That was like probably one of my favorites. It's like a sort of on rails carnival shooter, and it's incredible. Whenever I dip down on the roller coaster on the minecart ride or whatever it is, it I felt it. I felt it in my gut. You know, it's playing tricks on you on your head, and I just think that's such a cool thing that it's able to do that when I'm sitting still in a chair. So that's why I'd love to see a roller coaster VR for all those people, which not me, by the way, not me. I gotta give myself credit. I love roller coasters, but I do have friends that are too scared to ride roller coasters, and honestly would probably be too scared to do the VR as well of a roller coaster. But I feel like it's a better starting point for someone that might want to get into roller coasters. So, oh, I can't go in there. So I just thought it would be so cool if there could be like a network where you can view different roller coasters from a VR perspective. They could even charge for the app. I'd pay money for that. I'm not sure. Well, maybe if they did a system where you'd have to pay for each roller coaster, I wouldn't. I'd probably pay for a few actually. But man, it's I have such a fear of heights, but that's just such an exhilarating experience for me riding a roller coaster. So I really wish they'd do something where you could view the roller coasters of the world. And no, I'm not picking up that item. And this has been a terrible video, but it's a start. What I was saying is, I can't do. I'm so bad at these. Please forgive me. This is my first time. I'm sure I'm gonna get better. But yeah, I'm just trying to look for things to say because I felt like my video wasn't long enough. But I guess I'm gonna end it about here because I'm actually scratching for words, like really just searching. So this was Tyler. I write a blog. I guess I make videos now. I don't know. I'm gonna get back to writing soon, but you know what? I think it's fun to sink into the idea of making videos. So there's a week first video for you about my VR game ideas. It's such a spectacular video. I'm really discrediting myself, but you know, this is my video. I'm making such a big deal out of it. I might cut this. I don't know. I'm nervous. Anyways, um, that's the video. Sorry if this was unprofessional, but thank you for watching. I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe because it's probably not worth it if I just do this the whole time. But thank you so much for watching if you are, and have a nice day.